because we're going global with this thing. What's up, world? This is yours truly, and we gotta put the global on it because we're going global with this thing. Now, hey, we still out here in Medellin, and definitely wanted to uh, put my takes on as far as the dating life out here, and what it was like, and the type of females I was interacting with, and I don't know if this I don't know. This may surprise a few people. And it may not. But I do want to say that. Let me hit this glass, cause let me hit the glass. It's so many black people out here that I did not expect. Right. I did not expect for it to be as many black people as it is out here. I just didn't. Mainly because they did not show a lot of black people like in the TV shows and things like that I was watching, or the series that I was watching. Like, they had a series about Pablo and, Griselda, and you got all these types of series, shows, and or movies. Basically painting a picture of what it would perceive to be as far as the typical Medellin. There's a lot of different shades of brown here, and people would have to come here to see that and understand that. And as far as dating, or hanging out or hooking up with ladies or women or whatever the case may be, like, majority of the women that I was dealing with, this go around. This is my first time in Medellin, and I think I just needed to get that. I needed to make sure that I got that in my system. I needed to make sure that I got some of that chocolate Colombian in my system, because I have a different type of picture painted of what my ideal woman would be like in South America, my first one. Yeah, it is a lot of chocolate out here. It's a lot of beautiful sisters out here, Colombian sisters. I say, sink your teeth in what you want to sink your teeth in. But one thing I can tell you, if you like chocolate, there's plenty of chocolate out here. It's a ton of chocolate out here. And for the most part, it's kind of like the black people are in specific areas. It's no different from any other place in the world, man. Any other major city in the world, and it's like that, man. And a couple of the sisters that I know, they were actually in, like, I say they the slums. You get what I'm saying? So or the projects or something like that. But these were like the slums. So, very dangerous areas. It's not really safe just moving around how you just thinking you want to move around and things like that. So, I definitely want to let people know that, man, it is a ton of chocolate here in Medellin, Colombia. And I'm talking about, beautiful chocolate women, you feel me? And like I said, it's all shades of chocolate out here. The chocolate sisters with the thick hair. Then you got the Afro Latinas here with the curly black hair, curly sandy looking hair. Yeah, out here, like, it's just so many different types of chocolate. And of course you have your Afro Latinas that wear the weave and things like that. You have the Afro Latinas that wear braids. I have not saw any Afro Latinas. Well, I think I seen an Afro Latina with dreads. Yeah, I can't remember where, but I know I remember seeing an Afro Latina with dreads. I think a lot of our culture is rubbing off on the chocolate women out here. They don't even have to speak English. Only one of the chocolate sisters that I was cool with spoke a little English, and it was very little, but she could comprehend some things, that she can go back and forth, quite a bit. She's 39 and she's set in her ways, and you can tell that American culture is, had started to rub off on her. And I, man, she ended up becoming a stalker, and so that's like a whole nother story. I'm gonna have to do a whole story on that, man. And I had to block her on my phone on WhatsApp. Then she ended up getting a new number, text me on that, popped up here at the apartment 2 times. But hey, we got fantastic security here. Oh my goodness, shout out to the security here. And she also reached back out to me on Tinder because I have a Tinder profile. So that's actually how we met. We actually met on Tinder. So I've met quite a few people on Tinder. And I've met people in person too. I've had interaction with people that I've met in person as well. So with that being said, I'm just bringing a little awareness to it. Yep, like I have a Tinder profile. Yep, I use Tinder, and it worked good for me. One thing that I can tell you when utilizing Tinder is that the girl's gonna let you know if they're working or not. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't know what working girls are, then you need to look up what girls that work do. You get what I'm saying? Especially in these foreign countries, because you don't want to get yourself put in a position where you invite a chick over or out and you haven't set any expectations and you thinking it's just your regular day. So I definitely want you all to know that as well, because that is very important, because you don't want to get into a position where you're arguing and fighting with them and they don't speak the language. You don't know what they're blurting out, and they could just be saying anything at the wrong time. It'll have other people thinking that you possibly done something to that person. So make sure you set the expectations. One thing that I can tell you is that when it came to setting the expectations with someone on Tinder, you look at the profile. If you got the women holding the phone over their face and stuff like that, you definitely don't want the ones that are showing their booty from the back and all that stuff. Majority of those people are going to be short-term fun. Term fun is something else. Deal with the people that's saying long-term, That was really one of my hacks. And of course, you still come across those that want to try you, right? Try you is me ask you for some money or ask you for a favor, and then it leads to them asking you for money, right? With that being said, I would like to suggest that you go for the ones that said that they're looking for long-term or not sure. You want to pick out of those two, maybe somebody that want to have something serious but just not sure of what they are expecting from the platform. When you use a Tinder, you want to go for the long-term or not quite sure yet. It's something similar. You want to do that. Then the next thing is you want to avoid short-term fun. You don't want to click on that unless you just, you want to pay to play. And then right there, you're risking a lot, man. You're risking your life, because those are the ones that's possibly, doing the drugging and things like that. Okay, so we was talking about Tinder, making sure that we are utilizing the long-term only. These are for the guys that really want to be safe. You get what I'm saying? So just because you're saying long term and they're saying long term, don't necessarily mean it's going to take you a long time for you to accomplish connecting with the person, spending time with that person. I would suggest that you start 2 weeks to a month out. Start utilizing Tinder. You don't want to be wasting time talking to all these people, because your Tinder is going to be on fire. Like, your Tinder is going to be on fire. It can be overwhelming. It really can. It can be overwhelming. I suggest you all do 2 weeks to a month out, have you some conversations, do your little texting. A video chat is definitely a bonus. When I video chat and they don't speak any English, we text, but we're looking at each other. It don't last for too long, because we're actually figuring out, hey, what you doing? Shit, am I gonna see you today? What you got going on? It's pretty brief, but we're still video chatting through, WhatsApp. That's a major suggestion for me. Video chat, do you some texting, 2 weeks to a month out. Once you come out here to Medellin, I don't think that any man is really just gonna have some type. And there's so many beautiful women out here. They're all shapes, sizes, and colors. You get what I'm saying? And we're not talking about a bunch of sloppy looking, overweight, obese women like in the States. No, it's not like that here. It's very health conscious here. They do a lot of working out. They do a lot of walking. They do a lot of walking up hills, walking down hills, walking upstairs, walking downstairs, depending on where you stay. Man, when you come here, you'll see. But it'll take some of those layers of what you thought was, oh yeah, this is my type, this is my type. Yeah, you may think that you have a type, but so much beauty gonna cross you left and right. You're gonna be like, shoot, yeah, I like her. She nice. You're gonna be doing that all day out here. So it's like left and right. It's a left and right thing. You know, your head doing this all day, especially when you're out and about in Medellin, like walking and going to the malls and things like that. But when you're driving, like even when you riding in an Uber, right? I never took the moto Uber, but I did Uber cars all the time. And watching all of the women that ride on the back of the motos, oh my goodness. But in the States, you're not seeing bikes all day and women on the back of bikes all day. Out here, that's what you're seeing. So you're seeing all type of shapes and curves and stuff on the back of them motorbikes. The women, man, they get on the back of the motorbikes with them helmets, man, and they go. Because for one, it gets you there faster. And I think, two, it gets you there faster. You definitely will see a lot of women riding on motos, on the back of motos, doing taxis with the motos as well. I'm so happy and grateful that I was able to come out here to Medellin, Colombia, and spend as much time as I've spent here. I completely fell in love, and this is one of them places, man. And there's a lot of people that's not going to be able to see this place. So I'm gonna see it for you, and I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna see it again. Then I'm gonna leave it, I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna see it again. Definitely looking to making Colombia a home away from home. This place has been amazing to me, man. So it's small things like that that really got to me about this place. And this definitely a place, I would suggest anyone to come here to this country to check it out. But more specifically, the men around the world, I would advise men around the world to come to Medellin at least once in your life. And don't just do a weekend, do a week or two at least, because you can do a couple of things within 7 days. You may not be able to do much, but you can do quite a few things. I'm talking about no partying, really out here doing stuff. Like I've been out here 2 months, and I just went to the strip club yesterday. Went to the regular club last Saturday after I left from Guadalupe. What is it that captured me about Medellin, Colombia, and why did Colombia make me feel like I don't want to leave? You get what I'm saying? So yeah, man, I would suggest each and every one of you, if y'all watching, man, get your passport. If you ain't got your passport, if you got a passport and you don't have a Colombia stamp, come on out here to Medellin. It's worth it. And for those that usually just come for a weekend and party, when you come, you just doing a weekend, you parqueyetas and all that. It prevents all that, man. Hey, man, come out here for some time. Sit down here for a week, or so. Book some experiences, because the experiences is what really captured me, you know what I'm saying? Like before I landed in Medellin and I was coming down through the mountains, I said, damn, man, I love this place already. When I got off the plane, I love this place. So I've been saying I love this place and I don't want to leave this place almost every day. For real. So I say get your passport, put that Colombia stamp in it. And if you already got that Colombia stamp and you just coming for the weekend and you just party and do some experiences that may have you look at Colombia totally different way. You get what I'm saying? So just being able to mix and mingle with certain people in the streets of Colombia, and not where the tourists be, not whether you the YouTubers and stuff hanging out. No, like really, messing with the locals, the people of this land, Colombia. It was awesome, man. Just thinking about the way that lady hugged me, bro. It just fucks with me. I may have to beat that out, but yeah, it just do something to me, man. And damn, I never forget that lady, man, for real. So until next time, we gotta put the global on it, because we going global with this thing. Catch up with y'all later, man. Peace.